we are Anguera and Plaza, and I will be interviewing Sarah about Jane Eyre as a character in her novel. So, the first question, Sarah. Could you explain the relationship between Rochester, Jane and Bertha?
Well, Rochester and Jane fall in love. What Jane doesn't know yet is that Rochester is already married with Bertha. Bertha doesn't really know who Jane is, but the relationship that they have is like a love triangle because there is a conflict. There is Rochester who loves Jane, but he's not in love with his wife Bertha anymore. So this would be the relationship that they have. And the conflict begins when Jane discovers Rochester's marriage.
Can you explain the role of women in Jane Eyre?
Yes, Jane Eyre was written in the 18th century, and in that century, women were considered inferior. They had to be the angel in the house, which means that they had to look after the house, they had to do the cooking, clean the house, they also had to look after their children and their husbands. Something that women at that time had to have were abilities, such as knowing how to play an instrument, sing or paint. Jane did have abilities, but she refused to act as the angel in the house. She was more independent.
Okay, finally, Sarah, do you consider Jane as a submissive character or as a rebel?
Well, she's obviously a rebel because when she was a child in the orphanage, she doesn't want to obey what the teacher tells her to do. When she gets older and she starts to get used to the orphanage and she ends up being a teacher, but she's independent and she leaves, when she leaves the orphanage, she's an independent woman and she fights for what she wants. So she is a rebel because she's not the normal angel in the house of that time. Okay, now I'm going to interview Anna about The Great Gatsby. The first question, Anna, what are the love triangles in The Great Gatsby?
So the first one is between Tom, Daisy and Gatsby. It is based on a marriage between Tom and Daisy, but Daisy has an evident affection for Gatsby and he has devotion towards her. Then there is another love triangle which involves Tom, Myrtle and William. Myrtle and William are a middle-class married couple, but Myrtle and Tom have an affair.
What kind of love does Gatsby feel towards Daisy?
Maybe Gatsby really does love Daisy, or maybe he's only hanging on to the past and wants to recover her love. But I think that he wants to attract Daisy through his parties, because only the total possession of this woman will satisfy him. He is obsessive, and Daisy is an object that he must possess, like his mansion and his money, objects that make him feel important and real.
Thank you, Anna. And the last question, do you consider The Great Gatsby is merely a love story or a satire?
I think that The Great Gatsby is a social commentary on the superficiality of the 1920s, a moment in which people were concerned with money, social status, alcohol and drugs. However, I must say that love is the main objective in the novel, and for this reason, the novel deals with the type of love in the Roaring Twenties, which is based in materialism.
Okay, Anna, thank you very much for your answers. And this has been the end of the interview. Hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you very much.